Alright, welcome back everybody. This is going to be episode 7 of our Breath of Fire 3 Pseudo Randomizer. We just finished Lighthouse, and we had a fairy tiara thrown at our face, and we were told to visit the Ring of Flowers. So, we got a boss fight coming up. This can be an annoying boss fight sometimes, but I think we'll be okay. Before anything else, we really want to make sure we're in defense position. Okay, we're good there. But yeah, the fairy village here, this becomes really, really more, I guess you would say relevant later in the game. Right now it's just kind of like an obstacle you have to go through to get further on in the game. But you can do some neat stuff with this place later, which we'll talk about when we get there. And yeah, they just call each other dummies a lot. Like, that's their whole thing. They're mad because we turned the lighthouse back on. And there's a monster around that does not like the lighthouse. Apparently, like, this is the other side of the lighthouse, dimension-wise, is the fairy village. So when the light is on in the regular world, it shines in this world. So, also there's a cocoon over here. That's what the fairies are born out of. And they have money already. Okay, so for now we're supposed to go down to the beach and wait for the monster. And it's your old school Jaws reference here. Dun, 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 dun. And it gets the crap beat out of it. And he seems really nice. So there you go to talk to the fairies. And then we realize he's not nice. He starts slinging Australian slurs at us. So, yeah. Yeah, it gives an English translation of what he actually said. We don't need it to, though. It's whatever. I often wonder how that scene goes in, like, the original Japanese version. Like, if it's actually speaking Australian. Who knows? And then the fairies kind of make him really, really mad by calling him a dummy over and over. It's a lot of veins. Right. So now we see that he's not an ice dolphin. And we gotta fight him. And this fight is actually kind of difficult. But, luckily, we just got something that's gonna make it a heck of a lot easier. Well, number one, Ragnarok's nice. But, yeah. So, this is the power of the Eldritch Gene. He's weak to thunder. Eldritch works like Defender, so if you pair it up with anything, it'll make you a dragon, not a whelp. But it also is a magic form, so it gives you the spell, the highest tier spell of each element that you do. So, we want the Thunder Dragon. And to be honest with you, I'm going to immediately transfer with Momo, too. As long as Ryu goes before Momo, we'll be alright. Because he has not used the AP yet. Dang it. Okay, well, that was bad timing on my part. We wanted him to use the AP to change into the dragon, and then transfer AP back to him, so he has plenty to use Mjolnir with. Because that's the spell that we have here that's going to help us out. Is Mjolnir. This is going to do a butt ton of damage to him. So now we'll start using transfer. Glad he did not attack Nina. I thought she might be faster than him. I wasn't paying attention. So we transfer and we regain that AP we used to turn into the dragon, and then we throw down that AP for Mjolnir. And 243 is a great amount of damage for this part of the game. I can't use any of those. Usually I'd be using Ice Blast with Nina, but we're not allowed, so. We're going to go ahead and continuously transfer with Momo. She does not need it for anything. Tsunami, this is one of the few boss enemies in the game that you can learn that move from. It just halves HP, but it's not worth it, really. Ragnarok is not doing much damage. Ragnarok's really good for mobs, but not so much for bosses. So we're going to attempt to vitamin up Momo here, because we don't want her to die. We'll skip a turn of transferring to try and do the same for Nina. Ooh, painful, man. The worst that can happen for Ryu is that he gets got while he's in dragon form, and then he'll just transform back, and we'll have to use AP to turn back into this dragon again. But he's doing pretty great damage with Mjolnir. So at this point, I guess we're going to throw another Ragnarok, go back to the same thing we were doing, Mjolnir, and then we'll transfer. Intimidate could stop whatever. Yeah, Momo's not going to get to transfer to him. That sucks. Intimidate stops your attack. It's basically the same as Unmotivate, only it's targeted. Which is a shame, because now he's going to change back. Yeah. So that was really smart on the frickin' Dolphin's part, and I hate him for it. So I'm going to resist. Hopefully it'll go fast. You know what? No. Yeah, he doesn't have enough AP to turn into anything. This might be a dumb idea. Probably will be, honestly. Okay, he's doing Tsunami to have our HP. That's whatever. Hopefully it misses somebody. Yeah, missed Nina. Okay. No big deal. So now we'll transfer to two-tone. Sadly, he got hit by the Tsunami, so he's only got to do 43 damage with the time blow. Oh well. But now he's got enough to change back. No, he doesn't. Yeah, he does. 13 is how much it takes to change into that dragon, but he will not have enough AP to... Oh, wow. Nice, dude. His time blow took him out. Let's go. Alright, cool. Ryu proving yet again that he's the best character that we have. He fought 2 bosses before this by himself because everyone died. And then he gets the final blow on the dolphin with 43 damage. So yeah, we beat the dolphin so we can leave the lighthouse on now. So this fairy's going to be born out of the cocoon. And funny part is, if you talk to the fairies after this, they explain to you that when before they're cocoons, they're little gross worms. So we took care of the fairy village. That was our gatekeeper boss for being able to cross the mountains. But first we got to go and find out the ship still isn't back yet. Yeah, even though the lighthouse is on, the ship is not back. So now we go talk to Sinkar in the inn, which is convenient because we need to save anyway. Well, no, we don't need to rest. We got a full heal from Fairy Village. Okay. But, so there's a little known, well, not little known, there's a feature in Breath of Fire 3 that's pretty much barely used at all. This is like the one time in the game that I use it. You'll see. We gotta go talk to Sinkar first. So, basically now we've been given access to the road that goes through the volcano. It's very dangerous. So, I need to go and change my party, because we're dropping Nina for this. Ragnarok's helpful and all, but she is not going to do very well in the volcano. Momo will help there. She may be able to Shadow Breath some stuff, but mostly it's for the boss fight to do what she just did and transfer AP. That, and she's got an Ice Chrism weapon, and we're about to go into a volcano. So... And Gar is just better, in general. So we need to do some equipment upgrades, I'm pretty sure, if we have the money. 2,000? Sort of. Actually, let's not worry about equipment upgrades, because we're going to get some equipment in the volcano that we'll be using for the volcano. So, okay. This is the feature that isn't used very much. This is an inoculation center. Basically what they do is they give you a shot that makes you resistant to some stuff. Obviously, you know, frost, thunder, earth, anything, you know, wind attack, ability magic resistance, status change resistance, and death attack resistance. This is a volcano, so getting flame block for everybody is pretty dang good. Makes them all immune to fire attacks. So, having done that, now we can go into the volcano. I believe it goes away if you rest, but we're not going to be resting anytime soon. We need to buy healing herbs, though. That is one thing I can't go without in this place, for sure. Because there's going to be a bunch of lava that we walk over, and it's going to do damage to us. And having healing herbs to fix that is very beneficial. So we want to pretty much max out our healing herbs here. There we go. And then spend the rest on vitamins. The other thing that's worrisome about the volcano is there's some gas that shoots out that can confuse you. That is a big problem. Mostly because our favorite feature ever from Secret of Mana is back in this game. When you get confused, your movement controls are reversed, which is great, and everyone loves it, including me, Tony, who is lying to you right now. Okay, so I'm gonna save, but we're not gonna rest, obviously. Let's get through this dang mountain. Also, Mount Zublo here. This is where we'll get Dees as Nina's master eventually. You walk in this shrine here and she's in there, but not for a while. Up to the left there leads you to the road that once the magma is cleared you can go through, but this is the way we want to go to get to the good old cave, and here we are. Again, this place can be a problem for a few reasons, but it shouldn't be too bad. You want to watch out for those steam things, because they'll do damage to you. All this lava, when you step on it, does damage to you. Luckily, your other characters are smart enough to stay off of it when Ryu steps onto it. So this enemy here, we don't have any fire attacks. So yeah, we have burn on Ryu. Okay, this is perfect. So this enemy here only wakes up if you hit it with fire, and if you hit it with fire a couple of times, it actually gives you more EXP. So this is a great place to, like, you know, level, grind. He'll always do Lavaburst as soon as he wakes up, which is a decent move to learn. You can actually learn that from this, but really we're here to do damage to it. Couldn't steal anything. I don't think he has anything. So, let's go ahead and shoot him again. If we burn him one more time, it'll give us a little bit more EXP, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna try and steal one more time, though. Actually, I think it only takes one. I think it only takes one. And that gives you the XP you need once it wakes up. This would be a great enemy to throw ivory dice on if you have them. And also, there's a kind of a what I would consider to be a secret boss in here. If you ever want to try it, if you're that freaking crazy. There's a the lava men in here. You can infinitely upgrade their Oh, ooh, we need to change that, by the way. You can infinitely raise their damage and their level, basically, as long as you keep casting fire on them. However, once they get to about 4 fires used on them, they can one-shot your characters pretty dang easily. So it's kind of scary. Yeah, these guys take a while to kill. But it's worth it for the EXP. So here you go, 300 EXP, pretty dang good. So yeah, that just brought Ryu down to 1 HP. Just going through that little bit of lava. And you'll be going through a heck of a lot more of it as you go through trying to get treasures and stuff. There's no reason to heal him here, because we're just going to walk back across lava. So we'll just do it right here. Yeah, there's a few treasures that you definitely want to get in here. 2 of them specifically being, yeah, these are the things that you really don't want to fight them. You really don't want to hit them with fire. Let's just put it that way. But there's a couple of items in here that you definitely want to get. Specifically the Ring of Fire and the Asbestos Armor. Or Amber Breastplate, I think, is one that you get in here too. Could be mistaken. The Ring of Fire makes you absorb fire. I believe it's the Amber Breastplate that also makes you absorb fire, and the Asbestos Armor makes you immune to it. So, Asbestos Armor is going to go on Gar because it's heavy. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that resists flame. Yeah, it's heavy, and Gar's already, you know, kind of slow anyway. Oh, I walked on some lava I didn't mean to there. So yeah, I kind of stumble around this dungeon because I don't remember it verbatim. Okay, this battle is potentially worth a heck of a lot of EXP. We're gonna go ahead and take care of the lava men before we burn the Vulcan. Maybe Shadow Breath will take out the lava men. There's a chance. Nope, took out the Vulcan though. That is potentially faster than waking him up. It depends on if he still gives us the same amount of EXP when we do that. I'm pretty sure he does. But yeah, we can just auto the lava men. If they were like leveled up or something, we wouldn't be able to, but we can in this case. Especially because Momo has the Ice Chrism equipped. And she missed with it. Okay, let's see if we got 300 and something. No, see, it has to wake up. So we can wake it up and then try Shadow Breathing it. Yeah, there's two of the items I was talking about, the Asbestos Armor and the Ring of Fire, and then there's a new gene to get here too. So we're gonna burn him to wake him up. And then I'm just gonna attempt Shadow Breath. Notice Lava Breath isn't doing, or Lavaburst isn't doing much to us because of our inoculations. And it's not going to do anything to Gar now because he's got the Asbestos Armor on. It wasn't doing anything to him before either. He was just resisting it really well. Okay, we couldn't hit with Shadow Breath that time. I hope that it's not that only his first form before he's woken up is able to be instant deathed. But we'll see. He's going to continuously use Lavaburst on us. That's probably one of the worst things about this dungeon. And what actually makes it kind of long is getting Lavaburst over and over. Got him. Alright, cool. Yeah, there's our 300. Okay, so that's the strat. Gar got Fire Blast, but we don't care because we can't use any of his skills anyway. Alright, so... Oh, sorry, Gar. This is the first point where you can get hit with Confusion Gas. Gar just did. So he's now confused. We can try and heal that. Actually, we don't have a Croc tier, so we can't. We can Panacea it, but it's not really worth it. It wears off after a while. Actually, Gar and Momo are confused. Wow. And now Ryu is. So we're all confused. We got the Ring of Fire now, so that's good. That's worth putting on Ryu. So, we really want to hope that this wears off soon. It will from running around. Okay, so Ryu's is over. Have no idea if the other two are or not. We'll only know when we go in battle. Okay, now that we're out of there, let's heal up. Okay, Gar's wore off, but Momo is still confused. Alright, so this is the big fat room. This is where we get the new gene and everything. Alright, Lava Man. Momo is confused still. Hopefully she doesn't bazooka us in the face. She bazookaed us in the face. Stop it, Momo. She should regain sanity pretty quick, though. Oh, maybe not. Okay. She's been confused for a while. You'd think that, her sanity would kick in soon. So yeah, they just did Fire Blast to us. It did nothing to Gar, and it healed Ryu. Which is, stop it, Momo. Which is, beneficial for a lot of reasons. Especially here. Ow. Hey, don't hit me. And this is going to be easily the longest stretch of getting hit by the lava when we go down there to get that gene. Luckily, the game shows you it's there on your way, so you pretty much know that you have to find a way to get it. So the Vulcan's awake now, again, and it's going to lava burst us. Yep. And we're going to use Shadow Breath with Momo and attack with Gar and Ryu. Hopefully Shadow Breath just kills it. That's what we're banking on in these fights now. Ow. Remember these enemies in Breath of Fire 2. In Breath of Fire 2, running away is really, really hard. Unless you fight against big stone enemies like this. They have an agility value of 1, so you have a better chance of running. Pretty much every time I saw this enemy, I ran in that game. Kind of shows you a difference between the two games. It's worth it to fight them here, not so much in there. We miss with dang Shadow Breath again. So we're just gonna keep getting Lava Burst. I hope you guys are sick of this attack, because you're gonna see it a lot. I'm gonna try Shadow Breath one more time. If it doesn't hit this time, then we're just switching to everybody attack, because we need Momo's Ice Chrism to start hitting. Yeah, we'll just charge from here. Because it's gonna be faster now, considering the damage that we've done, to just kill him with regular attacks than it is to Shadow Breath. whole bunch of Lavaburst. There we go. We're out. Yeah, the EXP here is great from those things. 83333. 54236. Yeah, intelligence 6. Megas, dude. Megas, I feel like, is like an underrated early master. He's the first master you get. I think that's why he's underrated, but that doesn't matter. He's good. We want to go this way. No, we don't. That's how we get to the boss, I think. No, it's not. Wait a minute. The boss is the other way around. This takes us to the place we need to go. Alright. Yeah, heck of a lot of Vulcan fights. You don't really get that many of these, usually. I remember trying to master my masters before going to the time skip, and just coming in here and fighting a bunch of these things over and over to get the levels I needed. But yeah, it took forever to find them. But they're just freaking out in full force today. Oh, Ryu. Hit the Shadow Breath, come on. Dang it. Alright. We're just going to physical attacks now. At this point, Momo's just wasting her turns. If Gar would have got a crit there, I think we would have killed him. Maybe, I don't know. He might have just still had one or two HP left there. Bang. Alright. So yeah, up is not the way to the boss. Right and then up is. This is the way to get the gene. Alright. Yeah, I figured we'd get an attack before we got there. This is the first time I've seen a Lizard Man. Well. Yeah, these are the things that usually attack you a bunch in here. Casually, you can learn... Well, casually. This is casual. You can learn Wind Strike from those guys. It's always really risky trying to learn Wind Strike from them. Just because, on my original game, just because for some reason, my disc got damaged to the point where, specifically when you use Wind Strike, it would freeze the game for a while, and you'd have to sit there and hope that Wind Strike went off after, like, a few minutes. So, oh, I don't know why I did that. I gotta run back across lava. That is the Miracle Gene. So, with that, you can turn into the Big Mammoth form. The Behemoth form, but we're not going to worry about that at the moment. Okay, you know, I'm actually going to try Shadow Breathing both of these, and we'll see if Ryu can get a healing herb off on himself. And I think we're going to try Tempest with Gar. Screw it. If Shadow Breath misses. It hit him. So Gar just got a level right before the boss. That's good. We still don't have Delonzo unlocked, so he's in vanilla stats right now. This boss coming up can actually be kind of a pain. It really just takes a while. Typical strat that I used to use was turning Ryu into the Ice Eldritch Dragon and just throwing down blizzards on everything. But the more I played, the more I realized, like, if you just make him an Ice Dragon and Frost Claw, you save AP and do a decent amount of damage anyway. So, there's no reason to switch to Eldritch. It costs too much AP. We got the Flame Talons too, which is a weapon for Pico, but we won't be using it. Because I barely use Pico, period. Unless you roll something really busted in the second part of the game, I'm probably not going to use it. Even though he got, like, the perfect mastery for him. Alright, there's our Wisdom Fruit. Now we're gonna heal up before we get up there. Chances are we'll get attacked. Yeah, we get attacked before we get there anyway, but... Nice hit, Momo. Oh, I didn't do Lavaburst. Hey. Neato. Ah, there it is. Had a feeling. Alright. Now we'll heal. Pretty sure we'll get to the boss without another attack from here. Okay, Ree's a little bit lower on AP than I'd like him to be from all those burns. But yeah, here we go. This would be an enemy that you would get a wall of fire from if you were trying. I've never really figured out who this guy is, but I assume that he's a member of the Dragon Clan, because he can summon these freaking lava dragons, and he talks about owing everything to those who sleep in the tower, which is a bunch of dead dragons. So it's Scylla and Charybdis. They do, like, physical attacks, wall of fires, and the old guy Gishan basically vitalizes. And that's his whole thing. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to Mind's Eye Momo. And then we're going to turn into just an Ice Dragon. And Gar, I guess, is just going to attack. You pretty much want to focus one dragon until it's dead. The old man will vitalize a lot, which is a problem. And you'll want to do some damage to him. Eventually. Yeah, there's Wall of Fire. And you attack the one person that can get hurt by it. So I Mind's-Eyed Momo so that she can attack with her Ice Chrism. Yeah, Frostclaw does pretty good damage to these guys. Because they're pretty obviously fire. healing her Momo. She's getting a little bit low. Yeah, there's Vitalize. That's gonna heal like, yes, like 60 HP. It's no big deal. Especially since you do that with one attack from Momo. A little bit over it, actually. So you'll outspeed the healing on that dragon. Yeah, they chew on you a little bit, too. If you feel like Ryu gets a little too low on AP, and you want to keep him in dragon form, you can always use that wisdom fruit we just found, which I might do. By now, Gar would be doing a heck of a lot more damage, if I had him on who I usually have him on, because he usually gets, I usually put him under Bunyan, and his attack power just skyrockets. Usually right now he'd be doing close to 100 damage on these things, but as it is, doing a little less. As you can tell, it's not really that dangerous, this fight. We're actually going to transfer, just to keep him in dragon form longer. Yeah, this fight isn't dangerous, it's just kind of a slog. Once you get one dragon down, it starts to get a little faster. Yeah, there we go. So now is when you kind of want to start attacking Gisan, because I'm pretty sure his script changes when he's by himself, and it gets really dumb. So now we want to kind of heal everybody up, because they're getting a little bit low. He's thinking the same thing. There's a wall of fire. If he hits 2 down, it heals him. Oh no, of course. Attacking Momo. They're pretty smart. They're attacking... They're using wall of fire on the only character that can actually be hurt by it. Okay, yeah, we just want to physically attack with Ryu on Gisan, because Frostclaw did less damage. It may actually be beneficial to be attacking Gisan with Momo, or Charybdis with Momo, just to get some damage out there. Kind of give us a head start. Balance out that Vitalize that he's doing. And now we'll transfer again. Keep him in dragon form. Yeah, he's in Vitalize. Yeah, the reason Ryu's being hurt by fire right now is because he's an ice dragon, not because the Ring of Fire is bad. Your element as a dragon takes priority over any equipment you have. So, yeah, he is ice element right now, regardless of equipment. And he could just die if we don't actually heal him. could just die and go back to being Ryu. And Momo is almost out of AP to be transferring to him anyway. So we're gonna actually healing herb Ryu and see if we can keep him alive. Or keep him in dragon form, I should say. Aha, okay, good. Thought he was gonna do it to Ryu. If he would have, Ryu definitely would have gone undragoned. So yeah, still kind of a slog, but it's okay. If Gar could get a crit, that would be helpful, but... And Charybdis is at full health right now. So chances are... once we kill Gissan, and Ryu goes back to being a drag, or goes back to being a boy, we will most likely Wisdom Fruit him just to turn him back into a dragon to make it go faster against the Charybdis. We're probably gonna use this turn to healing Herb Gar. Do one more attack on Gissan here, and continuously attack him there. Need to outspeed the Vitalize, or outdamage the Vitalize as much as we can. And having Nina here, if we were using her vanilla magic, would be great because of Ice Blast, but we're following the rules. So yeah, Ryu's not a dragon anymore, which is bad. So I'm going to hit Gissan with everyone but him, and probably use our Wisdom Fruit. Okay, he's defending, finally he's not vitalizing for once. And Gar reprised, that's good. So Ryu will be back up to full AP, and go straight back into Dragon. And for attacking Gissan, since that's what Momo's going to be doing right now, we don't want the Ice Chrism, we want the ammo. It'll do more damage. It may have been more beneficial just to do a regular dragon instead, or a fire dragon instead of an ice dragon here, just to not take so much damage from wall fire. But I mean, really, it's not that big of a deal because we're gonna want him to be doing Frost Claw to Charybdis. Once Gissan goes down, which he should go down pretty soon. We've been hitting him a lot. Okay, wall fire on Momo, that's fine. Yeah, now that we're using all three of our attacks to hit him, he should go down pretty soon. And he did a physical attack, that's weird. Get reprisal on. Okay, so now we will switch Momo's weapon back to the Ice Chrism and start using Frost Claw again. And this battle's pretty much a wrap. Probably would not hurt to Magic Belt Momo. Sorry for the sniffles. It's cold today. That was a low roll on Frostclaw. There we go, Momo. That's good. And that's more like it, Ryu. Get a crit, Gar. Come on. Ooh, that ain't good. Ha, nice guts roll. Yes, he listened to me. Alright, Momo. Actually, we're going to use you to attack now, because Gar's really slow. I was going to say we're going to use Momo to attack and heal her with Gar, but you never know if Gar's going to get to go. Don't hit Momo. You butthole. She didn't guts roll again. Oh well. She may not get EXP from this fight now. But at least Gar's healed. We'll try and ammonia her up. We'll see if the Frostclaw here kills Charybdis. If so, Momo's going to miss out on some EXP. If not... Yep, she missed out on it. That's okay. It happens. Ryu learned Raise Dead, which would never get to use. Yeah, his vanilla stack gains are actually pretty good. Okie dokie. So there's that boss down. This, again, illustrates why turning your camera is good. There's Chester. With a life shard in it. Okay, so we made it through the mountain. Over here on this side, there's quite a few things to do before you ever go to Angel Tower. Number one is going to Junktown, and I never remember how much these weapons cost. But there's some pretty dang good weapons here, and it counts towards the 15 weapons you need for Lonzo. In particular, there's a great weapon for Gar here. And Momo. The Gigantus is awesome. It does a butt ton of damage, but it makes his agility 0. It's pretty much fine. No matter what agility Gar gets is fine, because he's pretty much always going to go last. He's very slow. Nina's Thunder Rod is okay to buy too. This stuff you're really only supposed to buy like way later in the game. We don't have any way to get to 12,000 Zenny, but we do have 2,200. So we can get Momo her shotgun shell. There could be some things we could sell here, but we're not really gonna get to use much, or buy much, I should say. Let's sell all this Flame Prism. Actually, let's sell 5 bit. So we have one left. We don't need stacks of Prism for anything else anymore. Sell one Bent Sword. Yeah, there's nothing much else we would want to sell. So we basically just got a shotgun shell for free. Yeah, the Gigantus would be fantastic to get for him right now, but we don't have the money. And buying the Barbarossa would be good just to count towards Ryu's 15 weapons. But yeah, we don't have enough money for that. There are some items we could buy over here. Lion's Belt is pretty good if you want to get guts rolls. High boots are great just as a fill-in. Titan Belt and high boots are good as a fill-in accessory. Getting high boots wouldn't be the worst thing for Ryu. And we'll just drop the talisman. It's funny because you haven't really run into anything that can cast death on you yet, and the talisman protects from instant death, and I just took the talisman off because I wanted to do high boots instead. And we're about to go to a dungeon where something can actually instant death us. There's really not much else to do in this town. This place comes into play a lot later. But we can run around and loot stuff. I believe there are a couple of items to find. There's a green apple there. There's an old lady. Um, plus, we're also here to use the inn because Momo got wrecked. But yeah, this is just a town where the machines and stuff that we've been seeing throughout the game, this is where they wash up on the shore. And the people here are really good at fixing them. Like, this is Momo's favorite place in the world, basically. So we rested, now we'll save. We don't need that inoculation that we had anymore. And that is pretty much the last time I'll ever use inoculations. First and last. Okay, so, having done that, we're gonna leave here, we're gonna head over to Urkentapa and take care of this scene. There's also a new fishing spot. There's one down here that you can't get to yet. There's a couple down here, actually. This fishing spot right here, you can actually catch some pretty good stuff. Sea bass, I think, are here. Black porgy are here. Pretty much anything you catch here is going to be new. So we'll go ahead and fish a little bit before we do the scene. Because I'm not actually going to do Angel Tower in this episode. So you can fill it up with some other stuff for now. Still only have the bamboo rod. Either I missed a rod somewhere, or there's one coming up. I think there's a new rod in the in Angel Tower, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they don't want the worm. The worm's pretty much obsolete. That's why the heavy Caro is awesome. Because if they don't bite on anything, the heavy Caro is generally a good thing to try, because most things like it. These fish are gonna make a liar out of me. That's a black porgy, and they're actually pretty good. I don't think they'll go for the spirit. I think it's for them it's like this style. Nope. Which one is it for them? Is it a popper? Could be. Does not like the popper. How about you? You like it? Nope. I don't think it's the frogs. So few things in the game like frogs. And this is one of them. Yay!
Very good, great.
Very good, great. Black porgy, I'm pretty sure, refills AP. It's one of the few items in the game that it does, so they're not that bad to catch. Manillo sells some pretty decent stuff here. Also. Ooh, that's a big one. You can tell by that stamina bar. He's huge. Oh, 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 don't you dare. Get back here. Come on. Yeah, his stamina bar is big. That means he's weighty. Get back here, dude. Oh my god, are you gonna drag me all the way out? There we go, he got tired. He's refilling his stamina. Ooh, nice. Oh! Come on, dude. You're so close. There we go.
Very great.
Yeah, that's a new record. He's a biggin. Alright, so we're gonna put the heavy Caro back on, because I'm almost certain those big shadowed fish out there will definitely like it. I don't know why I cast so far out, because there's a bunch of them up here. Dang it. This guy right here will like it. I guess I actually have to land it over him, though. Dang it. Right, he was right down the middle. I bet he won't be when I get down here, though. Oh, there he is. Come here, buddy.
Not too bad.
Oh, man. Well, we just lost that. That's what I get, because that was a sinker. And I wasn't paying attention to the fact that it was sinking and it hit the rocks. Of course you'd move out of range. Yeah, you can only go certain range to the right and left. And he moved right outside of my range. Come on, dude. What the heck? Why aren't they biting? I know they don't like frogs, right? Am I crazy? No, they definitely don't like frogs. Oh, what have I not tried? Spirit? I think I did try that. Let's try Sinker again and hopefully not lose this one. There we go. This should be either a sea bass or a black bass. Oh, it's an angler. Okay, that's why it wasn't biting. What's an angler doing up so close? That is very rare for anglers to come that close to the shore.
Very great.
Cool, man. Let me see what Manilo's selling here. I don't think there's anything fantastic, but... I have an angler now, and I know he takes that as currency some places, so... Who knows? I can't believe that that angler was so close. They're usually out in the deep water. A lot of lures. Wisdom ring would be fantastic. That is a really good accessory. 2 sea breams. I think sea breams are here. No, sea bass are probably here. Or black bass. I don't think there's sea breams here. Sea breams are over by Rapala. So if I would have done that in Rapala, I could probably have gotten a wisdom ring. That's cool. We're not gonna bother doing this anymore. But we do have an angler to hang on to. You can actually get other stuff with the angler too that's better. We can't actually get through here, but there is a fishing spot on the other side of it. This is the tidal caves. You can't go through here until way later. Alright, having done that, let's just go ahead into Rikantapa now. You have to have Gar with you to get this scene done. And this is also where you would find Handara for, like, if we were to actually be able to equip him on Ray. This is where you would go to do it. Okay, there's a flare sword that we can actually buy. I also, a long time ago, I would actually Game Shark onto Ryu at the beginning of the game, a really good sword, and give it to Bade. And he will, no matter what sword you give him, he will always give you the next step up. So if you gave him, like, I'm pretty sure if you gave him a royal sword, you would end up with the Goo King sword. There's a couple of new weapons here, notably the halberd that you can get for Gar, but we don't have quite that much money. We can sell some stuff. 1 or 2 things here. Yeah, 20 AP from Black Porgies. They're really good. Let's sell, yeah, let's sell Pico's Flame Talons, dude. We don't need those. And buy a halberd for Gar. There we go. Cool. We could probably refill on healing herbs. And we have all of those lures. There's not really much else to do here. Other than, like, learn the lore of the Guardians and the war they fought against people. Or against a certain enemy that they refused to speak the name of. So, this is Handara. We can't get him now, but we can steal from him. It's fine. He's been grabbing it out of collection plate. We just did the right thing there. Alright, so this is where we want to make sure we have Gar. There's a weird thing, by the way. If you aren't lined up right, it won't let you switch to Gar because he's too big. But yeah, we go in here and we need Gar to move this rock. And we'll see the little scene between him and Sudama. So, Gar is a guardian. He was given his powers by God, right? And what the guardians do after, God, he's so fat he can't get through here. After they finish their war, almost all of the guardian, like, there are 4 guardians, 2 of them entered the stone sleep. Which is what happens when they give up their powers back to God because their duty is finished. Gar and another one of the Guardians that you'll meet later basically said there's no more, there's still evil in the world, and they don't feel comfortable going into the stone sleep just yet. There's actually one that you can see here. I'm trying to find it. I don't remember exactly where it is, but yeah, there's one of the Guardians you can see here that's gone into the stone sleep already. Pretty sure he's up here, actually. Maybe this way. Yeah, here he is. He's really cool looking. He looks a lot like Gar. Yeah. But his horns are bigger. And he looks pretty badass. So this is one of Gar's old comrades. There were 4 of them. Gar, Geist, Gaw, and Gats. I have no idea which one this one was. But, yeah. So that's the other... one of the other Guardians. You see 3 of the Guardians. You never see the 4th. Which is a shame, because I would have liked to see what he looked like, too. Because the Guardians look neat. But, anyway, we're out of here. We're kind of forced into a camping scene as soon as we leave. And Gar has a little talk with you about what you just saw. And he's an Urkin, too. Yeah. I'm sure we will, Gar. I'm sure we will. Adult Gar. Gar who is an adult. Gar who reinforces the things I've been saying about adults. Oh, actually, this is kind of neat. You kind of see a little character interactions here. Gar gets all quiet. Like, the, up to now, if you talk to Gar in camp, he actually talks to you and stuff, and now he's, like, doing his Gar thing. It's a little spooky, man. Alright, so we're gonna rest, and then we're gonna save. And I think that we, do we want to take Nino with us? To Angel Tower? I'm trying to think, because there's a lot of things that are going to be death immune. Momo might not be a good idea. Yeah, I think Nina's the answer here for Ragnaroking stuff. I think that's right. Actually, never mind. I think there's a wall we have to blow up. Yeah, we have to take Momo. There's a wall we have to blow up, well, that we can blow up to get something in the tower. So, may as well take Momo. She's a higher level anyway. So let's save again. Alright, and that's the end of episode 7. And next episode, we'll be going to Angel Tower. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Peace.